Hello everyone, welcome to Kenstar X. In this video, I'll show you how the cast of the TV series called MASH has changed over the years. You'll see what they looked like back then and how they look now. I'll also share their ages at the time of filming and their ages today. Please remember to show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Your support truly means a lot to us. Let's get right into the video. Gary Burghoff. In the series, he is known as Radar O'Reilly. He was a clerk who always carried a bunch of passes in case he needed them for any scams. He had a huge appetite, especially for big servings of meat. He didn't mind helping himself to Colonel Blake's brandy and cigars when the Colonel wasn't around. Then at the time of filming, he was 28 years old. He is living at the age of 81 in 2025. Harry Morgan. In the series, he is known as Colonel Sherman T. Potter. Potter had experienced the terrible realities of war during both World Wars, so he knew when strict discipline was needed and when it was better to let things slide. Because of this balanced approach, the rebellious surgeons respected him. They also liked his clever humor and wise, down-to-earth advice, which he often shared with them. Then at the time of filming, he was 59 years old. Sadly, Harry Morgan passed away on the 7th of December 2011. Larry Linville. In the series, he is known as Major Frank Burns. Then at the time of filming, he was 32 years old. Sadly, Larry Linville passed away on the 10th of April 2000 at the age of 60. David Ogden Stiers. In the series, he's known as Major Charles Winchester. Major Charles enjoys drinking socially, preferring wine or cognac, but he doesn't drink as heavily as some of the other surgeons. He has a weakness for women. When he first arrived, he and Margaret attempted a romance. However, they quickly realized they didn't have any chemistry and chose to stay friends instead. Then at the time of filming, he was living at the age of 34. Sadly, David Ogden Stiers passed away on the 3rd of March 2018 at the age of 75. Enid Kent. In the series, she is known as Nurse Bigelow. Then at the time of filming, she was 27 years old. She is living at the age of 80 in 2025. George William Bailey. In the series, he is known as Sergeant Luther Rizzo. Then at the time of filming, he was 28 years. He is living at the age of 80 in 2025. Johnny Hamer. In the series, he is known as Sergeant Zelmo Zale. Zale worked as the supply sergeant for the 4077th MASH. He was responsible for managing and distributing supplies for the camp. Besides that, he was also the camp's electrician. He worked hard to keep the camp's generator running until it eventually broke down. He also fixed things like the jukebox in the officers' club after the Marines damaged it. Then at the time of filming, he was 52 years old. Sadly, Johnny Hamer passed away on the 18th of November 1989 at the age of 69. William Christopher. In the series, he's known as Father Francis Mulcahy. Father Francis Mulcahy knows that many people in his group don't follow any religion or believe in different ones. Because of this, he doesn't force his beliefs on anyone. Instead, he teaches by showing kindness through his actions and by guiding others to realize when they're doing something wrong, but in a gentle way. Then at the time of filming, he was living at the age of 40. Sadly, William Christopher passed away on the 31st of December 2016 at the age of 84. Shari Saba. In the series, she is known as Lieutenant Shari. Then at the time of filming, she was 23 years old. She is living at the age of 66 in 2025. Dennis Troy. In the series, he is known as Corman. Then at the time of filming, he was 28 years old. He is living at the age of 82 in 2025. Todd Sussman. In the series, he is known as PA announcer. Then at the time of filming, he was living at the age of 25. Now he is living at the age of 78 in 2025. Roy Goldman. In the series, he is known as Private Roy Goldman. Then at the time of filming, he was 41 years old. Sadly, Roy Goldman passed away on the 1st of September 2009 at the age of 77. Odessa Cleveland. In the series, she is known as Lieutenant Ginger Bayless. Then at the time of filming, she was 27 years old. She's 80 years old in 2025. Wayne Rogers. In the series, he is known as Captain Trapper John McIntyre. Trapper was a womanizer, always chasing women, but deep down, he truly cared for his wife and kids. Despite his actions, he remained a devoted family man at heart, balancing his reckless behavior with his love for his family. Then at the time of filming, he was living at the age of 39. Sadly, Wayne Rogers passed away on 31st December 2015 at the age of 82. Jeff Maxwell. In the series, he is known as Igor Straminsky. Private Igor Straminsky was a slow-witted soldier who worked in the chow line at the 4077. He assisted the cook with various tasks like serving food, washing pots, and cleaning the mess tent. He was assigned what's known as KP duties, which stands for Kitchen Patrol, a job typically given to soldiers for tasks around food preparation and cleanup. Then at the time of filming, he was 25 years old. He is 77 years old in 2025. McLean Stevenson. In the series, he is known as Colonel Henry Blake. Henry was the leader of the 4077th Unit. He was liked by most of the camp, especially Hawkeye and Trapper, because of his relaxed and friendly style. However, Margaret and Frank didn't like him. Margaret wanted stricter rules, and Frank wished he could be in charge instead. Then at the time of filming, he was 44 years old. Sadly, McLean Stevenson passed away on the 15th of February 1996 at the age of 68. Loretta Swit. In the series, she is known as Margaret Houlihan. Margaret is a nurse in the Army Nurse Corps and holds the highest-ranking female position in her unit, where she serves as the chief nurse. She takes her job very seriously, and she is dedicated to her Army career. Having grown up in a military family, she looks up to her father. Then at the time of filming, she was 34 years old. She is living at the age of 87 in 2025. Jamie Farr. In the series, he is known as Max Klinger. Klinger was known for trying to get discharged from the Army by pretending to be crazy. He often wore women's clothing and did silly things to convince others he was mentally unfit. However, he gave up on this plan when he became the company clerk after radar and was later promoted to sergeant. Then at the time of filming, he was 37 years old. He is living at the age of 90 in 2025. Alan Alda. In the series, he is known as Hawkeye Pierce. Hawkeye Pierce loves drinking, partying, and playing tricks on the people around him. His main targets for these pranks are Majors Frank Burns and Margaret Houlihan. Then at the time of filming, he was 36 years old. He's living at the age of 89 in 2025. Sal Viscuso. In the series, he is known as PA announcer. Then at the time of filming, he was 27 years old. He is living at the age of 76 in 2025. Thanks for watching, guys. If you love the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.